What are the most promising chemistries for different applications, such as EVs, grid storage, and consumer electronics?
Yeah, so I guess I would say the real story of 2024 is the continued rise of LFP. So LFP for the stationary storage market was, I think, a given, somewhat driven by Chinese regulations banning NMC and NCA from these applications, but also the long lifetimes and low cost, coupled with the lower requirement, let's say, for energy density, meant that LFP was always kind of in a driving seat for grid storage or home storage. Um, but back when BYD announced their blade cell, so enabling LFP cells at the pack level to have similar energy density to NMC materials, LFP kind of rose, especially in China for the EV side. But in 2024, we started to see more Western OEMs uh, pivoting or announcing strategic reviews to kind of consider whether or not they too should be adopting the cheaper LFP because it can perform kind of adequately and okay, especially for the mass market. So I think 2024 was that kind of pivotal moment where more of the world thought, yes, LFP actually is probably going to be good enough for most of the applications, and you'll still have kind of your high performance vehicles that maybe use a different chemistry depending on what performance is needed. Um, and then I think, interestingly, a couple of years ago, something like LMFP, so doping LFP with manganese to enable kind of higher voltage and therefore higher energy density, was really exciting and everyone was talking about it. But we haven't really seen that translate into kind of adoption, partly because of the cycle life issues that LMFP still has. But what we have seen is something like mid nickel high voltage come in and be quite promising. So this is where you take an NMC with